You laughed at me.
Wow. Welcome.
Breath, eh?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of the Munley Crew. We've got some background music, and we're here to talk some rugby league, and we're here to review round 6 of the rugby league and review
Look at you.
our tips and bets and slips and sips and bets. I'm here with the ladies, Kylie and Cody Ann. How we doing this afternoon, lads?
Sorry, Jackie, what's your name?
Oh!
That's Jackie Moon.
My name's Jake.
That's
And yes, welcome.
Actually, it's Jacob.
Jacob.
Cut the screen. My name now, Jacob.
Cut the screen.
Me, Jacoby.
Jacoby.
And yes, let's rake it down. Round 6 of a rugby league.
Let's rake it down.
Rake it down. And, wow, 5 losses in a row.
Oh, they're
5
giving me the shit.
losses in a row for the Penrith Panthers.
I keep believing in them.
Wow. What a win from the Dolphins, 30-12. But they just dominated them. It was wild, that game. Panthers, wow.
Did you see? I saw a stat today that the Panthers had over 50 tackles in the red zone and got one legitimate try out of that, like in that sequence.
What do you mean one legitimate?
Mate, Moses Leota, I told you he was scoring a try, boys.
When I seen his name on there and then I seen that was how he scored it, I was just like, you are fucking kidding me.
Did you pick him?
3 points, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, remember because he said the last 2 times they'd versed, he'd scored, and we're like, yeah, righto, you fuckwit. And then he gets that try. Of all tries, it's Bostock trying to fucking toe it dead, and it goes straight to Leota.
Could have went anywhere.
Oh, that's why I just went straight to the chat. Fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah, man. I was like, that's great. I was like, boys, I told you. Should have picked him as your big buck.
No, that doesn't count.
Actually, if Jake had that game, he should have taken him for his big buck.
And we got to Friday night.
Oh, it was Cody.
Some red hot
Should've
games
just had a
Friday. We had the Dragons get the job done with a dominant win over the Gold Coast Titans. Gold Coast Titans
Still can't win at Win Stadium.
they give you a bit of hope, have a good 2 games, and then come back to earth playing shit. But they
Still
are
beat the Knights.
shut up. Dragons
Shut up.
38-16, and then
Me.
it was the time of the coup. The Roosters get the last chickpeas and beat the Broncos in the
Yeah,
stable.
Chooks get the last.
Thank you. Roosters 26-16. What a game.
That's
Broncos can play shit for a good
wait.
team.
I tell you what. Now, if I was a Broncos fan, I'd be very worried moving forward because I mentioned this on Friday night and multiple times over the weekend that the Panthers have not won a game since we beat them.
Now the Panthers got the Roosters again next week. It might just...
Yeah, they're going to try and right their wrongs.
Ooh.
But the thing is, the Broncos, we don't verse them again. So
Well, that's what I was going to say. You're going to go fucking Broncos twice and Panthers twice. If you can come away with a positive record in those 4. At
well,
the start of the season when we were talking about it,
I was like the 3
you said
games
they
in
could either
between.
be 0-7 or 7-0.
Well, no, I never said that. No. But but at the start of the season, I was like, it's those 3 games in between, or 4 games, whatever it was, when we had the Titans, Warriors, and Rabbits, and the Dragons in there. I think maybe I can't remember.
They've been your worst games.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a couple of them. Then you went
Adam.
fucking knock the Panthers off, knock the Broncos off.
Yeah.
You're winning the games that you shouldn't. You're doing a bit of the Raiders. When you're massive underdogs, you're just pumping teams and then lose to the teams you should beat.
Yeah, but in those games that we lost, we were winning. If it was a 60-minute game, we are undefeated.
Well, that's what they
Well,
said.
apart from round 1, actually.
They go, we'll have to see how they go, because they said, I think they've said a few times that the Roosters have been winning at the 60-minute mark in a lot of their games.
Yep. And again, against the Broncos, we were winning at 60-minute mark as well. I was like, fuck, here we go. Seeing this story. But
Beautiful. Super Saturday over in Optus and Darwin. Went on a little bit of Australian trek of the tours. And
It always looks weird having that
it was
fucking
weird, that
rectangle
massive
field
stadium.
on a fucking circle. It always looks weird.
Not a fan. We had the 2 flat track bullies go at it, and it was the Sharks on top, 24-18 over Munley. And then the Cowboys turned it on in the last 20 minutes and got a good win up against the Rabbitohs. It's 3 in a row for the Cowboys now, I do believe. So, and they're going to the bye now. It's not bad. Then we have Parramatta Eels cannot win the comp already. Pumped. Raiders, 50 points.
you know they conceded 50 in the first week,
I
right?
was going to say, I think they did, didn't they? Oh, yeah, Melbourne. That doesn't count.
Yeah, all right. We'll just take that one off the
But
records.
Raiders pumped them 50-12. Parramatta looked hopeless.
Raiders were just
A Raider.
cutting sick.
And then we had the Melbourne Storm, just 36.5, just absolutely burned with the Warriors off the field. A little bit of result for the Warriors not to get 50 conceded. Good on them. But the
What
Melbourne
word did
Storm,
you just try and say then?
resolve? That's what I said. I said it very
I
quickly
thought you said result.
with an extra syllable.
Resolve.
But the other side, we got the job done, 42-14. And then the Mighty West Tigers fucking beat Newcastle because Newcastle don't know how to fucking play football, and I fucking hate it.
Well, we might as well just
Bro.
stay here while we're at this point.
Bro.
How do you feel back to back?
Just disgust, mate. Like,
Hey, just be happy. This week you scored points.
Early.
I don't count that, man.
Fuck.
It's the fucking stupid errors coming out of our thing. It just doesn't make sense, man. Like, we were actually, when we held the ball, we made pretty good meters a lot of times, but just that. And then when we get into their fucking half, we have a guy who's one of the best attacking players who we do not give the ball to for some reason.
Cogger.
And then we got fucking Kalen Ponga and Bradman Best. Just give them the ball like 3-4 times in a row and they will do something. But no, we don't want to do that either.
He was telling me before.
And then
he
I'm
gave
like,
up
you guys are giving
because
us
they need
sprays because we're
Cogger.
going to change our halves. And then we're going to change our halves because we need to because we're shit and we can't score a fucking point. We're going to change our halves and we're going to be like, oh, fucking Newcastle changing the halves, mate.
Well, you know who's still contracted with you?
Yes. Fucking
Gamble.
Phoenix Crossing.
Get Gamble in there.
I would have cut
still
him
can't
off the
believe-
fucking
Get Hastings
field.
Like
in
I
there.
know Phoenix Crossland was a halfback coming through,
I don't believe it.
but I think he's forgotten how to play it
Bro.
because he's been playing. He plays really good at hooker. Not so he was doing a lot better a couple of seasons ago, but the thing for me,
Phoenix
you
Cross
guys,
playing good. You're tripping. Oh, no, he was tripping.
yeah,
Oh, my bad.
you guys have scored 10 points in a month of footy.
Mate. I know, I've been watching these games.
Yeah,
I did turn off this
And
Can I
everyone
just-
at home
can I
thought
just
we were
quickly
taking a
say-
joke
I
about them beating the
turned
bye.
can I just
This is a
say?
tight one.
So you in your bets for this game, you had Knights race to 30.
I forgot about that.
Oh, he knows footy, this bloke. Race to 30. Fuck, I put on some shit bets, but that's fucking up there.
Well, we've had this chat before. I shouldn't be allowed to get Newcastle bets, guys. Wow, I did not remember that one bit. That's wild.
Do you want to know the full bet?
Fuck.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Marju to score 2 or more.
Yeah.
Gagai anytime.
Yeah.
Knights race to 30. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Dad.
Oh, you got Gagai in the bin.
Bro, that was so fucking dumb. That was so dumb, Sinbin too.
I like the ref. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit one each down because that just went too long. I
Bro.
was like, what a fucking shit reason.
Oh.
Oh, the push and shove, the little melee, the handbag wrestle went for a
And
little
then
bit
the
too
Tigers
long.
got the penalty though. I'm like, fuck off. That was all too loud.
Well, that's what Gagai said. Gagai's like,
dickhead.
I was fine with the tackle. It was all good. He got me. He goes, but it was the facial he gave me it afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like,
As
no, mate,
Gagai,
you
he's
can
a
go.
fucking old boy. And it's Salvatore, who used to play for Newcastle, so I'm sure they got a little bit of banter going in between them.
He should have put one on his chin like he
Oh,
did Burton.
mate. That was dumb.
So,
Dumb.
Carter,
I don't want to look at this, but let's have a look. Fuck.
Carter, one question for you. Where did the Knights
Greg
go?
Marzu, 4 errors. Kyle McFucking 2 errors. Ponga 2 errors. Oh
I didn't
my
make any
God.
errors.
Phoenix Crossing 3 errors. Oh my gosh, this is so
What errors did I make?
fucking scum. Kyle McCarthy, young bloke. Oh, fucking 5 games. Let's throw big. Oh mate, it got me so annoyed. Oh,
Do you want Dom Young back?
we need Dylan Lucas back. And then fucking the young guy McGowan came on, fucking dumb error, and he played so good last week too. I was no, off it. I'm off him.
Oh, yeah.
And then what? We got to verse fucking Sharks next week.
Wait, until we roll around to next week's fixtures, and he'll be like, game of the round.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking Knights, Ponga. He's due. And then I'll go fucking Sharks, Nikora. And he'll go, oh, you don't know footy. Ooh.
Let's go back. Why were the Broncos so shit, Cody? What happened, mate?
Oh, I don't know.
You're supposed to be so good at Suncorp
That's what I mean.
and losing to the fucking Roosters.
For a fucking good team, they can just play shit sometimes. I was very disappointed.
You would, if you didn't know footy, like in the fact that Reynolds and Hunt are the more experienced halves. You wouldn't have known that.
Yeah,
By over like
By
500
from the game.
games.
yeah.
From the game,
Hunt
yeah.
had a bloody really quiet one, and Reynolds not much better. And Walsh, wasn't impressive. They just weren't doing it for me. And I guess after round one, Robert Toyer just grows an extra leg against him too. He played well again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They just came physical. That's what you got to really do. Just come physical
Yeah.
and bash our forwards, and then nothing.
So I felt like the Roosters' defense, it obviously conceded 50 in that first week, but since then, it's looked pretty red hot. We're still, as I keep mentioning just about every week, we're still susceptible to the fucking little kick in behind, or like the crossfield kick that lands around the post. Very susceptible to those. But in terms of actually getting the line broken up, unless it's a fucking front rower just running through under the middle untouched, we don't really give up too many tries by the line break, unless they run around us. But so I thought our defense was really good because we only conceded one try while we had 13 men on the field.
Well, that's what they said. I think at one point they were like, because what at first was like a sin bin for us, you went bang bang, and then a sin bin for you.
Well, we had the first sin bin. We were up 8-0. Billy Smith got sin bin, and then you guys went up 12-8.
Or was it that way?
Yeah.
And then then we got sin bin, and then you went bang bang. And then when it come back on, the whole like they haven't scored against 13. The Broncos have only scored against 12, and they just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Walsh, and it's just I'm not happy with it.
I thought it was fucking red hot.
Fucking losers.
It's fucking great.
It's because Jordan Ricky's not there.
I think there's another second row this week.
Yeah, but Ricky's back
Gozzy
next
out.
week.
Ricky's back this week?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Purkura's still out though. Yeah, rough.
What's wrong with Goetsky?
He got a suspension as well 1 week.
From the sin bin.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. The old fucking, what is it? I was going to say rotisserie through the fucking back row.
Boys.
I just want a quick shout out. Other than Melbourne, they don't count. But a quick shout out to the Raiders. I think they were red hot this week. And they got the job done against Eels, which, they should have. But these are the games the Raiders can just like not show up or play shit. And they pumped them 50-12. And that's 4 wins for the Raiders, mate. They're doing much better than, I'm guessing, who picked
The Knights.
Well, no, someone over here picked the Raiders very, very low.
I don't know who that would have fucking been.
Yeah.
No, all of us
Fucking
here
Kyle.
really rate the Raiders. So
Oh, well, yes. But yeah, just shout out to the Raiders, mate. I think we don't talk about it much.
The Panthers dead last yet?
Nah, still the Parramatta, obviously.
Oi,
How much for and
boys,
against?
tickets are on sale for round 13 Spoon Bowl, Panthers versus Eels. Get them while they're hot.
Panthers are still $14 over with the comp. That's still bullshit.
Panthers,
Do you see they're paying $1.91 to miss the 8?
Yeah, they're pretty favourites. Wait, how good is it? Like, they've done all this, and then they're going to get an upgraded stadium, and then they're only going to be able to sell their tickets for $20. Yeah, way to make money, fuckwits.
Well done. Well done. Boys, you want a recap of the week?
Oh, let's do it.
So,
Can't pick a line.
head to head. Jake, you and I tied 5 apiece. Not bad considering I was 0-3 to start.
Ish.
Oh,
I finished 5 straight.
5 straight.
Cody, you got 4.
Yes. Yeah, not my best week in tipping.
On the
How many
lines.
lines did I hit?
On the lines. Jake, you and I both hit 4. Cody, you hit 5. Luckily, that late Daly Terry Evans try got you into the.
Yeah, I was going to say there was a few there that I was there and thereabouts. What was the plus minus in the Warriors Storm game?
16.5. And then on the try scorers, we were all pretty light on this week. Jake,
I finished all right.
yeah, that was your only ones. You got 2 points.
Yeah, I know.
You got
Couple of
Tomoko
wingers.
and Anderson. Jake, you finished at 3 points. You got Reece Walsh and Hudson Young. I started absolutely red hot after Friday night. I was on 4 points. Finished with 4 points. Didn't get another one.
That's good to hear.
I got Moses Leota and Tuapolotu.
So some shit.
Yeah. Just absolute savage. And then, boys, the bets, we got real close, but again, not
Overalls,
so great.
come on. What's our overalls
Like, overall?
for tipping for this week?
Oh, yep.
Overall, and then what we're at.
So Jake still bringing up the rear with a total of 60 points. So you're averaging, what's that, 10 points around.
Not bad.
I'm still in second on 78. And then Cody is first on 80.
Oh, still
Ooh.
really close between you guys.
Yeah. So if Terry Evans hadn't have scored that try at the end, be all locked up at 79 apiece. But anyway, that's it. On to the punts. Didn't get one from the banker. I'm going to make sure that we note it now. I'm pretty sure I said it every time except for the first one. But anyway, didn't get a bet in for the banker, so nothing there. Same game as boys. Started real strong with Cody. 0-3.
Yeah.
Really had a Panthers win here. Didn't happen.
It's going to be hard. And then the 1 week that I finally take the other team,
They're going to win.
Panthers are going to fucking carve up.
Yeah. And then Cody almost. So he was our first two-legger out of the week. We had two two-leggers. Sharks halftime margin 5 to 8.
I gave him so much shit
Tick.
about it. He got it. I was like, wow.
And then Hiroti anytime. It was just the overs. Missed the overs.
Damn it.
What did it end up?
What was the
So
score?
two
It was like 48.5.
Yeah.
It was 48.5 was the play.
Yeah.
And they finished with, what's that, 42. So just missed out on that one.
I thought for sure there'd be more tries because they'd both be fanging for it.
And then
And Monkey.
I had the game basically went how I thought it was going to go for the Raiders Eels. I had Raiders -6.5, Tomoko anytime, and then Tamale.
Couldn't get a winger. 50 points in the winger didn't even fucking cross.
Fucking hell, man! And he was my crucial as well because that was one where the last 13 out of the last 13 games the Eels have played, the right winger scored 12 times.
That was your
your big
that was
stat.
your-
I was like, "Fuck you!"
That was your guarantee.
And then that was a trend there because then we didn't hit a single line after that.
Oh, we hit another two-legger, you and I.
No, yeah, we did.
Not the other fuckwit down the end of the table.
So Cody, you broke your big bark cherry with Hiroti anytime. That was a great pick, to be honest. I thought. I started us off on the Friday night taking Cobbo first, second, or third, so I'm back to back on the big barks. I've already hit more this year than I did all of last year, so red hot from me. Can't hit a fucking crucial to save my life now though. Jake, Saturday night at Prezzo night, Hiroti scored. Then it was
Rapping about.
$765 all on Purdue.
Oh,
First, second, or third.
And there was one where they fucking Cowboys scored, and I'm like, just be a hog and fucking go yourself. But he just did the old casual draw and pass, gave it to the winger, and I was like, you motherfucker.
we didn't know that. Ouch.
Yeah, we didn't watch the game, so I don't really know what happened in it.
Oh,
But
I was watching it, and then every time he get the ball, I'm just like, just hog it, go, be a fuckwit.
he did that after they've scored the first 3 tries.
And then and then I said to Kyle, I think it was Rabbitohs scored the third try, and I thought, well, fuck it, there it goes. And then
And then
Cowboys
Kyle, when it
scored.
didn't get up, I was like, whatever happens, we lose bets. Kyle wasn't happy, but he's like, if he fucking scores, I'm going to be even more annoyed. Then he
Double.
goes and double.
we should have had him for 2 or
If
more.
we had it for 2 or more. Ifs and no.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts.
Yeah.
It hurts, boys.
But
Big
we're not far.
bark.
We're not far off.
Big
It's probably one of our better weeks for ticks.
That was, yeah.
Did we hit one of the crucial?
It's not often that we come close to, what was that, 3? 3 of our 83 that we put on.
Only 10.
We double ticket.
Actually, no, that was less than
Oh,
last week,
we
I
got
think.
2 double ticks.
Surely we didn't get more ticks last week.
Yeah, we got a lot of single. We got a lot of
Mm.
one ticks in our games. We had,
Because there's a lot of single on this podcast.
we had a lot of, yeah. We had 4 games. We had 4 games this week with no ticks. So game 1, game 3. So I feel like mine was as close to getting. I had overs just under. Arthur's and Cobbo to combine for 3 or more. They got 2, and Arthur's went off injured. And then Tupou anytime. Anyway, Jake's was by far the worst play of the day.
We won't even mention it.
Fucking
We already have.
race to 30.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know, Cody. You
Oh.
went 0 for 3 in the Storm Warriors. You had Warriors to score the first try. Anderson for 2 or more, and the Storm to win by 1-12. So that was great.
That's not bad.
But in his tips, he had Storm with the line of 16.5 points.
I'm good.
So we're red hot. So boys, do you want to know what our total counts at the moment?
Yes.
Sure.
We're down about $292.
What about individual fucking win shares? Are you doing that this year?
Yeah. So
Down like fucking however many fucking.
yep. So we're still all negatives.
Oh, Yeah. You say that like it was a surprise following the Wood down $292.
Yeah, but that's because
But unfortunately, guys, we're all in the negatives.
But the problem is, like, if you keep winning your crucials and your big bucks, technically, individually, you're a positive.
Yeah.
But our best individually is Cody with his
You're
crucial.
joking.
You're negative 20 cents on the crucial because you're 4 out of 7.
Oh, I thought you meant overall.
Oh,
I thought you meant like overall for all. I'm like, how am I in the lead? I suck.
altogether.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going like just crucial. Just
Yeah, no, I'm first because I'm the only
absolutely. That's what
I'm the only one to hit the same game multi so far. So I did actually have that at one point, all individuals. But yeah, Jake, you and I are tied on big bucks. We both hit 2 from 2, and obviously similar odds because we're negative $1.50.
Who was my crucial this week?
You were the only one to hit. You had Grant Anderson. I had Tamale.
Death, taxes, and me hitting a fucking crucial.
Don't even say who I had.
Galen Bonga.
I love how he's been chirping the last how many weeks because he keeps getting all these ticks, and then the 1 week we needed him to hit a fucking big bar.
Hey, you actually owe a 6-pack.
Why?
The rule was if you take one over 250,
I know rule.
yeah, and he doesn't get up,
It wasn't
it's
over
a 6-pack.
250.
He was 270, bud.
Was that what it was?
I thought we moved the line to 270, but yeah.
Unreal.
Well, he's 279 actually, according to this.
Jeez.
Yeah, so
Anyway, quick
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
quick fire pop question, boys.
Mhm.
Who do you rate out of these teams? Ready? One team each. Who do you rate the most? Sorry. Manly, Sharks, Cowboys, Tigers, or Warriors?
Tigers,
Wow. Interesting.
like as in a good team.
As who could maybe win the comp this year out of those teams?
Tigers,
Oh, they give me the best vibes out of them. They're
Yeah.
probably in a healthier spot.
They're all the
Sharks
teams,
until finals.
they're
But
all
if
the
you
teams
to
that
win
are-
the comp, you got to play finals.
They're all the
so-
teams that are 3-3 at this state. So yeah. Thought it was a little interesting.
What about in New South Wales?
The Warriors are 0.
It's crazy that all those Sydney teams have played 3-3 in Queensland.
He still has no idea.
Anyway, that was a good question.
You said that they're all 3-3 in this state.
Oh, you guys are state. Fuck. Anyway. It's too early to talk State of Origin.
Well, you could tell that the Knights have had a fucking rough couple of weeks because his vibes are just as down as him.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you right now, if he wins this weekend, they're back, baby, on top of the world.
You can tell. You can
Oh,
tell.
why
the
didn't I pack Captain Ponga? My boy, my baby,
I'm not.
my throbbers.
What captain is it?
I
I'll
hope
tell
he
you
gets
what.
a fucking Knights game this week and watch him just fucking jerk him off
Oh, mate.
in his bets.
Oh, he already did it this week. You'll probably have him race to 50 next week. We're gonna double our season total points.
I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I'm only got 2 games this week, which means I get 3 and 6, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't have them.
Don't have him.
No, thank God.
Fuck.
Oh, I start us off this week coming. Seagulls, Dragons. The Dargans.
So you
The
have,
Dargans.
you got it and got Newcastle.
Oh, do not put a single bet on fucking Newcastle.
Anyway, I think that's it, boys. Get around it and enjoy your week, and we'll talk to you later.
Cut the
Bye.
stream.
Bye for- Buy me
Fuck,
out.
the Dogs play again this week.